Southwest Florida. Welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the conclusion of the Every Man Can Conference at Mount Hermon Ministries, located in the heart of the Dunbar community, and it was a rousing success today. And I'm getting a chance to talk to some of the people who actually attended this conference, and they did not leave early. These young men stayed here and got that knowledge. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the media sponsor of this event, and it was just a thrill and a delight when the main person who was at the top spearhead this behind the scenes gave me a call and said, Lee, can you come out and help us out and bring your experience to covering this event? And I said, of course, I'll be there, and I'm glad I was here. As I've said in some earlier interviews, I've been a lot of places, seen a million faces, conducted over 25,000 interviews over the past 30 years. This event is at the top of what I've seen over the past 30 years doing this television show. I was even inspired. A lot of times I just come in and lock down and pick up my camera and do my thing, but I was inspired as well. And the community coming together, even right here, putting this together right here, had the gentleman right here, Devon, just stepped in and he's running camera for me. So everybody's just working together. Got my man right here, the Candle Man I met about a year and a half ago. He's just like my brother. Little Moses, I met Moses at least, it was 10 years ago. Moses, the great author. This show has allowed me to know these men on a personal level. I said, Moses, I need a little something from you. Candle Man, I need a little something from you. They come and sit right here. I said all that to say it's a men's conference. Men were working together here in unison, getting spirituality and practical lessons about life. So let me get right to it and get some feedback from these gentlemen. I'll start with you, Candle Man. First of all, when I saw you here, I know your real name is Ronald. Everybody like it, but y'all Google Candle Man. All right, this guy's everywhere. When I walked in and saw you here, I know you have your own spirituality and a way that you go about it. I don't really see you preaching to people, but I can tell in your message that you do on the television show that you have a lot of spirituality in what you bring to people. Tell me about today's conference and how that emboldened you and continuing on your journey.
First of all, thank you, Lee Pitts. It's always a pleasure to interact with you and answer questions. I mean, it's always amazing. But I'm always intrigued and excited when men come together because it's a near and dear passion for me to see that happen. And as we as men grow in knowledge and wisdom and in God, right? Because if we put God in the forefront of everything that we do, we can be led, we can be directed, and we can be empowered by everything that God would have us to do, right? Because now we can understand what our purpose is, right? So I anytime there's a place that men come together, it's like I have to be there.
Right, man. I walked in and hey, this cameraman is here. Then I looked over in the corner and I see Moses, the outstanding author, the writer, the educator, and everything sitting over there. Cross-section of people. Same question to you, Moses. Just this whole experience today, men coming together, and certainly a diverse group of races.
Correct.
Hold that mic up a little higher, Moses. Go ahead.
Correct. One of the things that I know and I've learned early on is, the Bible tells us that how good and pleasant it is for men to dwell together in unity. So when I found out about the conference, I said, okay, I need to be there.
Really?
I didn't quite know who all was speaking, but I do know and have experienced that when men get together, and especially in a spiritual setting, iron is going to sharpen iron.
Yes.
And there are going to be some key points that you're going to take away that you can be practical and utilize them. And one of the first sessions we talked about finances.
Right.
And that's so important because a lot of us, we work with money all the time.
Right.
So, to hear and learn more about how to just manage your finances, your personal finances, and doing a financial analysis to see where you are. And it's so important. We go to work, and guess what they do at the end of the work year? You do an evaluation. And that evaluation may determine if you need to improve some things or if you've done some things good. But to just use that same principle in a spiritual setting that relates to finances and how God calls us to be stewards, is so important. So I was very, very thrilled and glad that I was here today.
Great.
Because I have some things that I can add to my repertoire.
Okay. I want to shout out to
There you
Devon.
go.
Devon, it's okay for you to flip that back towards you so you can watch it as well. You don't have to, yeah. Just let you have you some fun. We know it's rolling good. Did you know, is this your first time meeting Moses?
Yes.
See, this is what I want to say. And this, y'all need to get together. Okay.
Gotcha.
I know both of y'all. Both of y'all are progressive gentlemen. Y'all need to just know each other after we get off air, exchange cards, and get to know each other.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can work together on some things, I know.
Yes, sir.
He's a great motivational speaker. I know you do a lot with the kids. You want to
Yes.
get him in front of them. It's a great story. Are you a martial artist or something, man? I see, all Mr. Fitness. Are you just a fitness trainer?
I do a
martial
wide
arts?
variety of things.
Right.
I've done mixed martial arts. I've
Right.
done Hapkido, Tai Chi, Taekwondo, karate.
Right.
I've even taught MMA as well as in the United States Army
Right.
for 8 years. So
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're Nova, right?
Correct.
So he's in the colleges. So it'd be good for you to connect with him on some things. What are you actually doing at the college now? You recruiting?
Recruiting, admissions, a lot of since I started out in K-12.
Right.
However, I really found a passion in helping students with their transition from high school into college. So that's really where I've been focusing.
Now, have you written any more books?
I haven't published anything new.
Okay, this guy needs to write a book.
Gotcha.
Y'all, he wrote a nice book. I couldn't put it down. I think I got your autograph on it on my shelf with all the other great authors.
Yes, sir.
What do you hope that when people left here today they take with them from this men's conference that was centered around the ministry?
Honestly, everything that was on the menu. Everything that was on the menu. When I go to a buffet, the first thing I do is I walk the whole buffet. I want to see what's on the menu. And then I'm going to try a little bit of everything.
Yes,
of
indeed.
course, there's some things like, okay, I don't know.
Right.
But nonetheless, when we got here and looking at all of the things that we covered from, the finances to recovering from failure to relationship with God, health, sexual health. Being a priest of your home, all of that, and then standing in integrity.
Yes.
All of those.
Yes.
There's nothing that you would want to leave on the table
No.
with those topics. You want to take it all.
Did you feel refueled or refocused after being a part of this? Focusing, crystallizing some things that you already had in mind?
Definitely. This past week was a little rough. I really, kind of felt like I was carrying some heavy stuff. So being able to come and being amongst the men and having the prayer meetings, having the prayer and worship, not just the lesson, but even the worship, I feel refreshed. I really feel refreshed. I really feel like God breathed and allowed me to, like he said, cast it on him. For his yoke is easy and his burden is light. And I really feel like
Amen.
that's what manifested for my life this morning.
Amen.
Right. And when I was seeing you guys in there in that breakout session, I saw a lot of people writing.
Correct.
That's something you don't usually see. People just kind of sit there and listen sometimes. But people like yourselves, y'all look like y'all were writing and taking some notes down. What were some things that you were trying to make sure you write down or document?
Going along with the theme itself, right? And being able to understand that this is the steps I need to take next. Because for me, just like Moses here in the past week, it wasn't so much of a struggle, but I knew it was a time of rest and reflection. It was 7 days before my birthday. My birthday is on Monday. So 7 days before my birthday, I always go into rest and relaxation, and reflection to understand what do I need to do for my next year, right, for me. So with the theme itself, it says every man can. Always talking about the candles itself,
Right.
Think it, write it, light it. Because only you can light the fire to your path and where you are going. So in order for me to light my fire, on Monday morning, I had to first rest, reflect, and relax to understand what my next step is going to be for my next year.
Okay. And people heard me call him the candle man. You mentioned your candles. I want you to plug that right now, how people can find out more about you and your magic with your candles, and they can get these handmade candles. I know they can find you on social media and phone number. Go ahead.
Quickly, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook, Candleman17. And the candles, if anybody does not understand what the candles are, they're massage oil candles that melts down into an oil, and you can put them over your whole body. You have 100% therapeutic grade essential oils, 100% organic soy wax, vitamin E and vitamin C in every candle. And the base of it is almond oil, which helps rejuvenate and restore the skin. And the concept that I have behind my candles is understanding who you are through through lighting a fire. That when you light a candle, that you're lighting a light to your path. Just imagine the path is dark. You don't see where you're going. Everything is crazy. But when you light that fire, God shows up, shows out, and shows you your next step in life.
Outstanding. And before we go, I want you to take a look straight into that camera and say something to Pastor Glover in Mount Hermon Ministries who made this come to a reality.
Dr. Glover, the one thing I can say is thank you.
That's your frat brother, by the way. I just put that together. A-Phi-A. I just put that together.
Yes, indeed.
Take
yes,
Lee
indeed.
Pitt to put all that stuff together. See? I know everybody. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed.
Phi Beta Sigma people.
Yes, indeed. But thank you, Dr.
A-Phi-A.
Glover. Thank you for your willingness to put this together, for honoring the call of God on your life, to assemble these men and put this conference together. I thank God for the gift of your life and what you are to this community. We need you.
Yes.
And assembling even your colleagues, the other ministers that were here today, and them answering that call to co-facilitate this conference. Thank you to each of you. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to many more. As it was raised today, that we need to have more conferences like this that get men from this community together. So we look forward to that. I look forward to that. So again, ultimately, I would say thank you for opening your heart, opening your gifts and talents to us, and allowing us to be here to attend this conference.
Extremely huge success. Final comments to Pastor Glover.
Pastor Glover, I appreciate your vision. I appreciate your leadership. And I appreciate your love that you have for men, constantly always trying to figure out ways to connect, collaborate men, and to grow us as men, as fathers, and as just black men alone, just so
Very
that
good
we
point.
may all do better things. But thank you for your vision, for what you've done, what you're doing right now, and what you're about to do. And if we can do this, just like Moses said, more regularly, if we can do this once a quarter, this would be amazing for us as men, for me as a man, to be able to grow in wisdom, to be able to grow as a father, and to be able to grow as a husband when I do become a husband one day again.
Right. I hope, don't hit that yet. I'll let you know when. My director is an enthusiastic cameraman. He wants to do a great job. You're doing a great job, Devon. My man, Devon. Devon, take a soft step and walk around here. I want to get you on camera. And kneel down right here so people can see who I'm talking about. Just go around there. Just come right here, Devon. Everything's good. Everything's good. Devon, I'm going to have you to kneel down depending on how good your knees are, because that way we know you're on camera. Just come right here. You already know what the image is up there. So we looking at, this is the guy I keep on shouting now. I'm telling you about the work. I said, Devon, I need you to run camera for me right quick. He just got up there and he's just like want to make sure you get it perfect. Devon, man, good to get you on camera, man.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm just blessed by being here in this ministry and just seeing how God's touching all the lives of all these men from different walks of life, different just experiences, different cultural backgrounds. But we still make forth the effort to submit and surrender our lives to Jesus Christ and to just allow Him to use us for His glory, for His kingdom. And it's a beautiful journey. It's not always easy, but I know that with God, all things are possible.
Vaughn, I'm going to give you an opportunity to say something to Pastor Glover and all the people at Mount Hermon Ministries and the other people who made this possible today.
Pastor Glover, every single other man that was up there, speaking, thank you. Thank you for just making all of the efforts to come here, the collaboration. I know there were a lot of schedules that had to be moved around, but the fruit is there and the seeds were planted. So the fruits that were blossomed today are being seen today, and the seeds that were planted are going to be seen in the future. So I'm just blessed to be here, and praise God.
Well, Devon, it's great to get you on the show. I'm going to let you get back over there on the camera because we're going to be signing out in a second. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure getting both of you here.
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
sir.
Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
I'm going to be getting your frat brother over here for the closing remarks. He's out there hobnobbing, Pastor Glover, my good friend. And I'm going to let you guys send us off with the juice. As the saying goes on this particular show, Miami has the oranges, but Mount Hermon Ministries in the Every Man Can Conference has the
Juice.
Juice.
say that louder.
Juice.
Hey, have the juice. We'll be right back.